Welcome or welcome back to another vlog. Y'all are just gonna hang out with me the next couple days as we tackle the beginning of this week. I worked a lot this weekend on editing and everything, so I'm actually like fully caught up right now, which feels really good. And it's really nice because it really makes my Monday a lot more slow and I can get a lot of more life administrative things done today, which is much needed. I have a brand deal due this morning and I already have the video uploaded to YouTube. So I'm gonna send over the unlisted link and I am going to finish editing the reel for it right now. And then I want to go ahead and plan out my week in my doodle planner. And I want to catch up on my habit and mood tracker because I did not fill it out much last week, if at all, honestly. But yeah, today is Monday. It's 9:30 and I have not had any coffee yet because I'm actually gonna go grab one out. I didn't get coffee out at all this weekend or last week. There's a new Slowpokes location that opened up close to us, or closer to us. It's a lot closer to us than the other locations. It's one of my favorite coffee shops, but I don't go often just because it's so out of the way. They have some Valentine's Day drinks and they actually had Taylor Swift drinks this past weekend, and I'm so mad that I just now saw that because I would have loved to have tried one. But we're gonna go today to make up for not having any coffee out this weekend. And I'm gonna grab some on my way to run a bunch of errands. So had a really great weekend though. It went by so fast. We didn't really do anything for the Super Bowl. We just went to my in-laws and hung out there. We spent all day yesterday cleaning. It was so good to have just woke up this morning and have a clean home. Griffin's gonna finish the floors today after work, and I'm going to get all of the laundry caught up and folded today because I'm just always perpetually behind on laundry. On Saturday, I got asked last minute to do a photo shoot for just like branding purposes and like social media for the Sunless Chateau, which is where I got my spray tan for a wedding, which is why I definitely have a little bit more of a tan than usual right now. My face is like a different color though. The owner like sprayed us for free, and then we went to her house and did the photo shoot, and it was so fun. And it was actually literally so crazy because I got there and there were two other girls there, and one of the girls I literally worked with at my corporate job in Big Four, and she still works there, but I had never met her in person, but she looked so familiar to me when I walked in. But we were talking about work, and then that's how we found out we both worked both in tax at the same company. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we worked with a ton of the same people, and we even worked together a year ago, but it was super briefly on something that literally was only like a few days. So literally such a small world, but the girls were so great and it was so much fun, and I always love like getting to meet new people and everything. So being able to be a part of that, I just felt very honored, and it was just nice to, I don't know, I love doing things with small businesses in Houston. It's just fun. It's 11:30 and I'm just now about to go grab a coffee. I got a good bit done on my computer though and got the week kind of planned out and updated my doodle planner and took care of some emails. I just took a bunch of stuff to my car for donations, and I'm about to just go run some errands. I've got dry cleaning to take from the wedding, like literally my reception dress and the jumpsuit I wore for my rehearsal dinner. And I've got some returns that I didn't get to take care of last week and dropping off some donations. But my outfit, I'm wearing this sweater from Revolve that y'all have seen me wear. I love it so much, and it's actually kind of cold today. Just soaking up getting to wear sweaters for as long as I can. And I've got on this just garage basic baby tee underneath, and then my Rolla's jeans from my Newly that I bought that I've been wearing like crazy, and my platform faux leather Converse, and that's the outfit. Also, y'all know, or maybe you didn't know, but I had a Louis Vuitton wallet card case thing. Bought it fall of my senior year of college, so in 2019. It served me great for almost 5 years, 4.5 years, and it still is functional, but the zipper part is kind of ripping and like detaching from the rest of the wallet, and it's just really dingy. I saw this one on Madewell, $30 freaking. It's got the little gold clip. All of these cards made my Louis Vuitton little wallet thing basically completely full, and this thing looks a lot smaller than my Louis Vuitton one, but it fits way more because it's more stretchy, I guess, at the top, since it's all kind of one size. So you can fit a really good amount of cards and cash in it, which I never carry cash. But I just couldn't believe it was $30, and I was like, I'm tired of carrying around the dingy one, and I didn't want it to start ripping. Little wallets were something that I used to spend so much money on when I was in college and like in high school, because I never really carried purses very often growing up, or in high school or in college. Didn't never really do it much growing up, so I didn't do it when I was like a young adult either. I would buy little card cases that would be like cheap from like random boutiques or online, whatever, and they would end up getting really dingy or just break so quickly. So I was like, you know what, I think I want to get a Louis Vuitton one, and I think At the time I bought it, it was maybe $190, and that was like one of the most expensive things I bought for myself ever. And I just remember like kind of telling myself like, you deserve this for all your hard work for YouTube and everything. And I think now they're like $300 just from inflation and everything. I'm hoping this one lasts me a long time, and it's just really classic and simple. Really love it, but I'll leave it linked down below. I just couldn't believe how affordable it was, and you can also get it engraved if you want, but I did it. Back home from running errands and everything, and I actually forgot to take the dry cleaning stuff with me, so we'll do that another day this week. I ran in TJ Maxx because it was right by Slowpokes, which I completely forgot to get any clips when I was in Slowpokes because I was too busy taking pictures that I wanted to post on my Instagram story. Sorry about that, but I got the cherry bomb latte and it was amazing. It's seasonal for Valentine's Day, but it was really good. I got this little frame though in TJ Maxx. I was gonna get one off Amazon, and I'm so glad I got it at TJ Maxx because it was actually way cheaper. But it's a floating frame, and our little cocktail napkins that we had at the wedding that have Ella on them, we have like 2 or 3 that we kept. And I'm gonna frame one of them, and I'm either gonna just like keep it in our kitchen or put it on our bookshelf over here. Just got a big thing of hand soap because our guest bathroom, I noticed, was out yesterday. And then I went to Anthropologie to exchange/return something from our registry that had come in the mail broken. Didn't exchange it for the same exact thing. It was like this really beautiful picture frame, but I ended up deciding that I just wanted to get store credit and get something else for our home instead, because we actually have a lot of picture frames from getting all the photos for like the rehearsal dinner and everything framed that I have. I feel like we have a lot more framed photos than we probably need right now. But I saw this in Anthropologie. It's just about the same price as the frame and maybe a little bit more expensive, like $10 more expensive or something. The color of it is so amazing, and I just definitely want a little bit more color in our home. I don't want it to be like too neutral or anything. And the little butterfly on it is like 3D, and it's a planter pot. But I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep it yet or not, but I at least wanted to see how it looked on our bookshelf over here. I don't even know if I'll put a plant in it. I honestly just love the way it looks. And since it was about the same price, it was a good swap. And I got this shirt. I literally saw it in the store and I was like, I need to try that on, which y'all already saw the few clips of the things I tried on. They actually had so much cute stuff in there, and I feel like that's how I know I'm getting older, because I used to feel like my style wasn't, my taste and everything wasn't mature enough for Anthropologie, and also I just honestly have literally never bought a piece of clothing from Anthropologie because it's so expensive. I have rented a lot of their clothes though through Nuuly, a lot of the brands they carry, like Maeve, which is what this top is. And I was just so obsessed with so much in there. Like I could have picked out so many outfits, and some of the things that they had styled themselves, I was like, I'm obsessed with all of this. I feel like in college my style was very much so influenced by the people around me and my lifestyle, so I wore very comfortable casual clothes, kind of like stuff I'm wearing right now. But in a college town, everything that you are influenced by style-wise, if you haven't already defined your personal style, you end up just doing all of the trendiest things. So I never really thought Anthropologie clothes were that cute for me. Like I could appreciate them on someone else, but I just would never look at them and think that their stuff would look good on me or that I would like it on myself. Seeing this shirt and seeing so many of the clothes they had in there, I was like, that just looks like me. That looks like what I want my style to be and like how I would like my style to be. Unfortunately though, obviously it's expensive stuff, so it's not like I was about to have a shopping spree in there, but I wanted to just try some things on. That's what those clips were for. But I did end up buying this because I had a Visa gift card from Christmas. I think there was $40 left on it, so I got the shirt for like $30. It's $68, which is definitely pricey for a shirt. But when I tell y'all this is my favorite thing I've ever put on my body when it comes to a shirt, I'm not kidding. The color is so perfect for my features and my skin tone, and the fit of it is so flattering. I got an extra small just because it is super, super stretchy. And for spring and summer and even winter, I don't really have a ton of nicer shirts and blouses that can be dressed up or worn very casually. So I feel like this fits in that category very well, and I love that it's a full length, so it can be worn with, you know, a lot of jeans. If you work in an office, I think this would be so cute for spraying in the office. I just thought it was super flattering on me, so I had to pick it up. I sent a picture of it to Griffin and I was like, I hate that I'm obsessed with this, so it's $68. And then I remembered I had a Visa gift card and I was like, wait a minute, this is gonna be what I spent my Christmas money on because I freaking love it. Our lunch meal prep right now because I was gonna meal prep yesterday, but we got way too busy with cleaning and the Super Bowl. And HEB gave me chicken tenders instead of chicken breasts, which isn't the end of the world, but I just didn't feel like tendonizing, I guess you could say, the chicken today. So I'm just gonna make them as part of dinner or something later this week, and I'm not making what I originally was gonna make for lunch prep this week, and I'm doing one of the dinners we were gonna have instead, basically. I'm doing a ground turkey instead of ground chicken, and I've made this as a meal prep before. But typically I would do ground chicken, but ground turkey totally works too. And I'm adding this sauce in right now, and it's so good. I normally do the Trader Joe's sweet chili Thai sauce, but we were out of that, and I did have the ginger Thai sauce from Trader Joe's, so that's what I'm mixing in with the chicken, which it's not my recipe, but it's a 1/4 cup of a sweet chili sauce or the Thai ginger sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 to 2 tablespoons of sriracha, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, which I just use coconut aminos usually, and then a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil or just sesame oil. And you literally just cook the ground chicken in the skillet or ground turkey, whatever you're making, and you combine all those sauce ingredients together and then dump it in when the meat's done being cooked and mix it all up. And it's super yummy. It's like a sweet and spicy kind of sauce, and it reheats really well. We definitely love meal prep recipes with ground meat in them just because they tend to reheat best, especially in microwaves, because like Griffin has a microwave at his office now, so it doesn't have a stovetop. When you do chicken breast, even sometimes when it's shredded, it just doesn't reheat the best. So having ground turkey, ground beef, ground chicken, truly easiest to cook and best reheating wise. This isn't my recipe like I said, but it is one that we like a lot. And then I'm doing some green beans, which I have steaming right now. I just put in a little bit of water to cover the bottom of the pan, and then threw the washed green beans in there. And they're looking bright green right now, so they look like they're about done. Let them steam covered for about 10 minutes once the water was starting to simmer a little bit. And then I'm going to strain the rest of the water, put about a tablespoon or 2 of butter in there, and then some garlic salt, garlic powder in with the green beans, and then I'm gonna have my microwave Trader Joe's rice, and it is quite literally the easiest lunch meal prep ever. Our internet hasn't been working since this morning, so I can't do everything I needed to do on my laptop, so I was like, let me just meal prep and then we can get laundry done, whatever. Currently getting ready for bed and winding down. You all know I'm trying to slow down a lot this year, and part of slowing down looks like me taking out some of the old habits in my evening routine that have just not been serving me well over the last year, and I'm really trying to break those habits this year. So when Next Evo asked me if I wanted to try out some of their CBD products, I jumped at it. I thought it was the perfect opportunity for me to try them as I'm going through this really big lifestyle change, and while I am a lot less stressed because I'm no longer working my corporate job, there are new stresses and new challenges that I'm facing. And let's be real, I'm somebody who just naturally stresses a lot. My night routine and my wind down routine needed the most help and still does need the most help, because that's where a lot of my bad habits are, such as doom scrolling on my phone, dwelling on what happened that day, running through my to-do lists for the next day in my head, all those bad habits that I've just had for years and need the break. I figured trying something like the Stress CBD Complex gummies from Next Evo would really be beneficial to sort of signal the start of my night routine and start winding down, so that my body and my brain kind of knows, okay, I'm taking these and that means we are starting our night routine. It is time to relax and calm down and get ourselves ready to sleep. They have a bunch of different CBD products, and the Stress CBD Complex one has been my favorite. They're made with hemp extract and ashwagandha. And as you can see, I'm almost out of these Stress CBD Complex gummies, and I love their flavors. They have different flavors for all their products, but these are tropical fruit flavor, and they're so good and just so fun for kicking off my evening routine. I really found that with taking these for almost a month has really just helped me feel less stressed overall and able to get in a state where I can calm down and relax before bed instead of feeling the need to get a bunch of things done, and I'm really sleeping better and overall just able to relax a lot more and enjoy my night. I also have extra strength ashwagandha gummies. I have a sleep support CBD complex with melatonin, and even premium pure CBD gummies with hemp extract in them. And Nexivo Naturals is really neat because they actually developed a clinically tested and water soluble form of CBD. A lot of CBD products are oil based, and since our bodies are made of mainly water, oil and water don't mix very well. So with those oil based CBD products, your body can really only absorb as low as 6% of the CBD that's on the label. So just like those bad nighttime habits that I have that I'm leaving behind this year, you can leave behind oil based CBD products in last year as well, because Nexivo's products are proven to absorb 4 times better than most oil based CBD products. They start working fast with absorption starting in just 10 minutes. And Nexivo offers different ways to use the CBD products, whether you prefer gummies or dissolvable powders or capsules. So you can really choose what fits your preferences. So if you all want to leave oil behind and start the new year with more effective and fast acting CBD from Nexivo Naturals, you all can get 25% off at nexivo.com/AbbyAsselin. That's 25% off at NEXTEVO.com with promo code AbbyAsselin here on screen and in the description box. Thank you so much to Nexivo Naturals for sponsoring today's video. Truly just something that I needed at this time in my life to help me relax and unwind at the end of the night. I'm working on putting away laundry, and I have made the executive decision that I am going to start doing laundry more than once a week. I normally do it more than once a week, but it's kind of just because I forget to change things over in time, and it ends up taking me 2 days to finish all the laundry. But instead of doing like marathon laundry, I'm just gonna try and start it on Fridays and like Wednesdays or something. I don't know, I'm gonna figure out what days work best for me and get in the habit of doing that so that it's less to fold it once and put away. And Griffin usually helps me when it comes to folding and putting away, but now that I have, you know, more time and can work on my own schedule in a way, I really want to just split this up into 2 days. And I know I've talked about trying to be better about not having a marathon mindset when it comes to cleaning, and I haven't really been able to break that mindset yet. I'm hoping that splitting up laundry to twice a week can be a gateway to getting my mindset with cleaning to shift as well and be better about not marathon cleaning. Because guess what we did on Sunday? Marathon cleaning once again for like 4 hours. So I'm particularly over it with laundry. While I work on getting things hung up, I've got all the laundry caught up now except for the towels that are in the dryer. So that feels great. And then I need to wash our second pair of sheets. But I wanted to talk about friendships really quickly. Hopefully it's quick. I tend to ramble when I talk about things that are making me emotional at the time. If you've been here a while, and maybe even if you haven't been here that long, then you probably know majority of my friendships are long distance because of college, and it sucks. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk about that really because we all just know that sucks. One of the biggest unforeseen adjustments that I've been facing with this change in career with doing content creating full-time and no longer working my corporate job is kind of a little bit more of an overwhelming feeling of loneliness when it comes to friendships. Like obviously I have my husband, and I'm so thankful for the friendship that I have in him, because if I didn't have that, I seriously don't know where I would be mentally right now. And I'm very thankful for all of my friendships I do have, long distance or not. I mean, y'all know I was working from home like 95% of the time, which working from home definitely does make you feel a bit more lonely and everything because you're not having that in-person interaction. And all of this is so hard for me to even admit to myself because I am such an introvert. Like I enjoy my own company and I'm very, very independent, honestly to a fault. So to admit as an introvert that you're lonely feels kind of just against yourself almost. When I'm surrounded by the right people and like the right friendships, I do get recharged by being around those people. But when I was working my corporate job and I was working from home, I was still, you know, like pinging my work friend. There was still a little bit of a camaraderie in that. I'm literally out of hangers and I have so many more things to hang. But now that I'm a content creator, it's like I am working from home every single day, and I don't have those interactions with coworkers or anything because I'm just working for myself. And I've just been struggling because one of my biggest resolutions just for 2024 and everything was to be more intentional with my friendships and to reinvest in my social life because I neglected it so much over the last 2 years when I was working my corporate job, and especially while I was wedding planning. And I want so badly to do that and make it a priority, especially now that I have time. But I've been experiencing this level of social anxiety that I have never before experienced in my life. I had a lot of social anxiety early in college, especially when I was going to like events and such for school, whether it was like a networking event, whatever it may be. Those gave me a lot of social anxiety, but it was because it was unfamiliar people, unfamiliar places for the most part. But I've been experiencing social anxiety with familiar people, and it's something I just haven't really dealt with before, which is really weird. I've noticed in some situations even with friends that I am comfortable with, that I'm finding myself anxious and overwhelmed that I am not, giving them a fulfilling time with me spending with them, or I'm like pre-planning the things I'm going to be talking about with them as if I can't have an organic conversation just happen. Mind-boggling to me because I've never really been that way, and I've only been that way in situations where I'm meeting new people, and it's never happened with people that I consider myself friends with. So it's like I'm experiencing social anxiety on that front. Going downstairs to finish the conversation, little snack chat we're having, I just realized I was extremely hungry. For example, Griffin has a lot of girlfriends that he went to high school with and that we hang out with a lot in group settings. I consider myself friends with them. We follow each other on social media, but we never hang out one-on-one or in girl group settings. And he's always encouraging me to, hang out with them, text them, ask them to hang out. And I just feel really uncomfortable texting just one of them because typically when I see one of them, I'm seeing a lot of them. And it's not necessarily that they're all in one group. It's that they all have their own groups, and I know the other people in those groups too. So it feels weird to me, and I almost feel like it's rude to the other people in the group for me to just single one person out and ask them to hang out one-on-one or something, which I know I could ask to hang out in a group setting, but that just gives me a lot of social anxiety because all those people already have their friend groups established because they grew up here and they've been hanging out for a long time. So I don't like being the new person in that situation, forcing myself into already established groups. It just feels like all of the people who I can see myself having friendships with, and even some people that I do already have friendships with, already have their people. So I feel like nothing does happen when it comes to initiating hangouts, or nothing will happen unless I'm the one to initiate it, and I don't have a problem initiating. It's just that the initial initiation for some of the friendships would be really uncomfortable for me because it's somebody that you maybe have small talk with in one of your studio fitness classes that you could see yourself maybe being friends with outside of the class. That's not a situation for me, but just an example. So in my head, just thinking that nothing does or nothing will happen unless I'm the one to initiate makes me feel really uncomfortable, and then it keeps me in my comfort zone and keeps me from being the person to reach out, because that is something that gives me a lot of anxiety. But it's not just the reaching out that gives me anxiety, it's the following through and actually having the social interaction in person, because I then start to overthink, okay, do I have topics and things to talk about? But I have never been that way before. And I almost feel like having to be so meticulously prepared for my corporate job, having to be so professional, but then also just working from home and losing a lot of day-to-day social interaction that I was so used to for such a long period of time has made me just so much more socially anxious. But that's just how I've been feeling, and it's just really uncomfortable, and I just don't really feel like I have a lot of courage when it comes to getting out of my comfort zone to make friendships and be the person to initiate. I just feel like a lot of the people already have their friends, so they just don't feel the need on their end to fill another friendship because that is already satisfied in their life, if that makes sense. Talking about my social anxiety with making friends.
Come on.
No, you come on.
It's easy. You just go up to someone.
Yeah, because this guy can talk to a brick wall.
What is that?
Peanut butter pretzel.
You just go up to them and start talking about random stuff. And then they'll be like, oh my god.
Guys
Me
are so
too.
different though. It's so different with guys.
A girl might think that you're crazy or something, but
I feel like what I was saying though is I feel like people that I do see myself having friendships with, I'm like, oh, in my head I say they already have their friends, so they don't feel the need to hang out with me or try to be friends with me because that's already fulfilled in their life, whereas I would want to say something and initiate something, but I hate that I'm in every situation where I can see myself being friends with somebody. I hate that I'm the person that is going to have to be the one to initiate in order for something to happen, basically.
And you're just never gonna have friends. things are so good.
Yeah,
we don't need dinner. We got those.
Pour her up now. This color is literally perfect this morning. And having wet hair is not helping. I just made this amazing smoothie. It's all gone, unfortunately, but I will have it saved on my Instagram highlights under recipes. So delicious. It's nice and filling. I don't know about y'all, but when it's almost my time of the month, which I'll be starting my period any day now, I lose my appetite like big time the few days before my period. I just want you to come over here. Come here. Can you guys see her? Oh yeah, she's stretching. Since I went to the Social Security office last week though and got my name changed, I am now able to do my next step. This is the newly named folder if anybody is getting married. I highly recommend putting a gift card to get one of these sets, boxes, whatever you want to call it, on your registry. So having everything step by step and like paper clipped together for each thing that I'm changing my name for, having it all laid out like this, seriously just makes my type A heart so happy, and it's fulfilling my love language of acts of service by doing all the hard work of making the list for me. I'm looking at the passport update section now because that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm actually doing that before my driver's license just because it recommends to do that if you changed your middle name to your maiden name, which is what I did. So I'm gonna work on doing this now, and I forgot to take my dry cleaning yesterday. I keep forgetting it, so I'm gonna actually do that today, and then I didn't have a return label for something that I needed to return yesterday, so taking that today as well. I'm actually going to go get a library card today too. I realized we have a public library not too far away, and I pay for Kindle Unlimited right now, and I'd say like I maybe read like 3 or 4 books a year on Kindle Unlimited, so I really don't feel like it's worth the $10 a month I pay for it, so I'm probably gonna cancel it. And I wanna get Libby so I can download books from the library for free. The only thing I hate about that is I don't think you can save your highlights from your Kindle. Like if you highlight something in a book in a Kindle that you rented from the library, it doesn't save those highlights once your rental expires, or at least that's what I think. You can let me know if that's not the case. That's the only thing I don't like, and I don't necessarily think I'll use Libby for every single book I read, but I think it would be a cheaper alternative than paying for Kindle Unlimited every month and only doing it for like 3 or 4 bucks. But I have some things I want to film today too, so I'm gonna put on a little bit of makeup and get ready. It's something I've just been trying to do every day just to kind of motivate me to get more done, and I usually get a lot more content filmed and taken care of too when I actually get ready. So once my hair is dry, we'll be doing that. Working on dinner. It's like 5:45 and it's been a pretty productive day. I filmed a get ready with me earlier video for my makeup that I have on right now, and I filmed something for my stories and filmed one other reel, so that's why I was kind of MIA this afternoon. Can't record on the camera for the vlog when I'm recording on my camera for other things. I did go and get my passport photo done at CVS, which was really quick and easy, so that's nice that I have that done with, even though I can't send in all the passport stuff until I get my new social security card, I think. Which I don't know why, because I don't have to send the social security card. It just says to do that in the newly named stuff, to wait until you get your social security card to send it, I guess, just to be sure that it's in the system that way or something. So I got that taken care of, and then I dropped off some returns and dropped off my dry cleaning. So that felt good, and finally went to the public library and got a library card so I can use Libby, because I've been putting that off for so long, like I said earlier. I've got my Valentine. He's busy. Oh, you're in the frame. He's busy with his other Valentine. That's so sweet. I wasn't expecting it today since it's the day before.
No one told me that you're supposed to ask someone to be your Valentine at least a week before Valentine's Day.
I think that's probably when, like, you're asking them for the first time, but I think when you're in a long-term relationship, you want to ask them every year, like, just for the
Well, maybe next year I might do it 2 days before.
Keep me on the toes.
You better keep that tongue to yourself, girl.
You ready?
Valentine's Day fun.
I hate my Valentine. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I think it's getting close to 8 and I've been up for like 4 hours almost. Got up at like 4:30 because I could bring a partner or friend, Valentine, whatever, free for Valentine's Day at F45. So Griffin came with me this morning, but we had to go to a 5:30 class because of him having to go to work and everything instead of going to my 6:30 like usual. I normally like to just roll out of bed last possible minute and then go to class, but Griffin likes to take his time in the morning and like eat an actual breakfast and everything before going. So I didn't really fall back asleep after his alarm went off. So we went to class and it was a cardio day and it was great. Definitely super tough, but ready to get home and shower. And then we went home and made breakfast together. I gave him his gift this morning, as y'all saw, and we just made some scrambled eggs and potatoes in the air fryer. So it was nice to be able to spend our morning together because we normally like just kind of see each other in passing in the morning. But then I came to La La Land after I walked Ella because I wanted to get the strawberry drink again. I feel like they'll probably have them all month, but just in case, I wanted to get it today in case today's the last day. But also because you got a free pink reusable coffee cup. It's like a plastic one with a little bear on it, and then it says La La Land. And I know I don't drink hot coffee terribly often, but I still thought it was so cute just to have at home and everything. Wanted to get the free cup. Yes, I will drive 25 minutes during rush hour to get a coffee in the morning just for a free pink cup. Was it free though? Really? No, because I had to spend like $7 on this coffee, which is crazy, but I did get a large. But I need it because I'm struggling. And I just met a subscriber inside and it literally made my freaking day. It was so funny because I was standing in line and I saw her, I think it was her husband. I was standing in line and I saw them like waiting on their drinks. And he was wearing one of those shirts that has like the thumbs pointing to themselves and it says, "This guy loves his wife." And it made me like chuckle. So I kind of like chuckled when I saw it. And then I went to go wait on my drink and they said hey to me on the way out. So Amy, thank you so much for saying hi. Literally made my day. I love meeting you all. It was so nice to meet her and her husband. They were so sweet and it just put me in the best mood. So excited to have this coffee now. I need to take a picture of it before I drink it because it's gorgeous. Besides all the coffee that got all over the sleeve, but it's fine. So quickly. I have like 45 minutes, which is enough, but I'm a little rushed just because I don't know what I'm wearing yet, which that can take some time. We are going to dinner for Valentine's Day. I am excited because we're trying somewhere new and Griffin just kind of like picked the reservation, picked the place we were going together tonight. So I'm excited to try somewhere new. I don't have a lot of time to get ready. I think I'm gonna try underpainting for the first time, which is like doing all of the cream, contour, blush, concealer, and then adding your foundation after all of that and only doing it kind of in the spots in a stippling motion in the places that you didn't apply all the other product. So I am trying that out this evening just for funsies to do something different. Why freaking not? But I've been editing most of the day and then I had a webinar for Like to Know It. And I was editing and I started falling asleep while I was editing literally at my desk. Who is she? And I was like, okay, I think I need to take a power nap if I want to have any energy to hang out with Griff for the night. And I'm so excited for him to get home. I just can't wait to see him. Can't wait to go to dinner together because we really just don't go out to dinner often anymore. Like we have not gone to a sit down restaurant to eat together literally in so long. It was pre-wedding for sure. So it's just such a treat when we get to do it, you know? I'm just super excited. I think we're gonna try and play Stardew Valley tonight for the first time, and y'all already saw it last night, but I had him watching some of Era's tour with me last night. We're gonna watch it just like an hour, 30 minutes at a time. We just watched like 30 minutes of it last night, but I appreciate him watching it with me because since I didn't get to go, I've been really wanting to watch it, but I just didn't really want to watch it by myself. So it's been fun having him watch it with me and me like explaining things to him. I don't know, been having fun with that. Maybe we'll watch a little bit of that tonight, play some Stardew Valley. Since I was falling asleep earlier, I literally just went to the couch and took a like 30-minute power nap because I was just I knew I would need one in order to stay awake tonight, but now I'm hoping I can fall asleep tonight. But I guess worst comes to worst, if I can't fall asleep tonight, I can just read. I just need to actually stick to that and not get on my phone, because that is my toxic trait for sure. Thursday morning and I just got back from F45. Fortunately, we were gonna play Stardew Valley last night and like set it up, but we went to download it and we realized that if you buy the games, the Nintendo Switch games in store, like at Target, you have to keep your paper receipt. I never keep my receipts from Target. I am like a Target Circle member or whatever, and I have the red card, debit card. So all of my receipts go to my phone already. So I'm always like, oh, I can always pull up what I bought and see the actual like receipt. And I guess the access codes only print on the physical copy of the receipt. We tried using the 16-digit like receipt number as the code and it didn't work, so not fun. So that stinks. Thankfully it's only a $15 game, so it's not like we just threw like $60 down the toilet like a lot of the Mario games and everything, but definitely a bummer. But we do still want to like get it and play it, so we'll probably just download it digitally. And I only bought it in person just because I wanted Griffin to like physically have it in the bag to show that I got it, I guess. So just a PSA, if you do ever want to buy Nintendo Switch games that are digital, download little cards in person. Always keep the receipt, because I definitely don't have mine anymore. But yeah, it was a great Valentine's Day. It's crazy because I had a single glass of wine last night, and when I woke up this morning, I just felt like I got hit by a truck and I was just so tired. But I think that's probably more so because I woke up really early yesterday. I love you guys. I am gonna go ahead and end off this vlog because I need to submit it for brand approval and need to get it finished editing, and it's gonna be a busy editing day around here anyways, so not gonna get much extra content. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out next Evo down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads, and follow me on my social media so we can keep up in real time. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next vlog.